So here we go again. Physics played with humans again. So let's see how. Let's start with our intro.
Hello everyone. Here's a quote from Albert Einstein. Nothing happens until something moves. What do you think Einstein meant by this? Well, our topic for today is a tale of inertia. So let's start with a basic introduction. What is inertia? Inertia is the resistance of any physical object to any change in its velocity. This includes changes to the object's speed or its direction of motion. It is the measure of the force that keeps a stationary object stationary or a moving object moving at its current speed. It is the sum of the product of mass of each particle with the square of its distance from the axis of the rotation, that is, I is equal to mr square. The unit of inertia is kg meter square. It is dimensionally represented as m1, L2, T0. There are three types of inertia. The first, inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction.
Experiment time. So let's have a look for some of the experiments performed by our group members.
This is Rohit, roll number 237. Since we're talking about inertia, I'm going to explain how mass is related to inertia with this small demonstration. I have tied this bottleneck with this string. There is a weight difference between the mass of the string and this bottle. The string is way too much light. When I constantly move the string upwards, you can see both the string and the bottle are in motion constantly. But when I move instantly the string towards the up, the string breaks and the bottle is at the same position where it was, which is at rest. When there is a sudden force on the string, it is only enough to break the string and not to lift the bottle, because the bottle has more mass and hence inertia than the light string. Hence we can say that mass is directly proportional to inertia.
Hello everyone, my name is Omkar and I am going to show you one simple demonstration of inertia of the rest body. So let's take a closer look. Here is a bunch of coin and one metal bar. So if I push the stock slowly, the whole stock moves. But if I hit the bottom line quickly, the remaining stock gets left behind. Now let's see if I can separate them a little bit faster.
So my name is Siddesh Sawan, roll number 249, and I am going to talk about inertia of motion. So let's start.
For this, let us go at the very first part of a video. Oh no. So you know why this happened? This is because the inertia of motion which was acted upon these fellow passengers in the bus. So let's begin with an experiment. So I have chosen a vehicle which is bicycle for me, a object as this cute teddy bear, and but always a camera. So now as you can see, the object as well as my vehicle is in motion, but as soon as I apply my brakes, the object gets a forward push. It is because when I stop my vehicle, the vehicle leaves its motion and comes to rest, but the object still tends to move forward without leaving its motion. Therefore, it experiences a forward push. This is what inertia of motion explains. Thank you.